Welcome back, everyone. It's Caleb back with Red Racing Industries, and today we're hitting episode 62 of racing every single track and every single car inside of Gran Turismo 7. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in. Let's go ahead and get right into our cockpit. Episode 62. Here we go. Now we're heading back over to Maggiore today, hitting, I believe it's going to be West End Reverse, if I'm not mistaken. Now, as I'm remembering, which I should have said in the last episode, check out my Porsche 944 shirt. And in honor, let's go ahead and talk about getting the Porsche 944 in Gran Turismo 7. Yes, so West End Reverse. Here we go. Let's get the Porsche 944 in here. I mean, after 62 episodes, we're still going for it. After I've thought about it and trying to make sure I remember. So every single time, we'll remember to bring up the Porsche 944. Now, one important thing to note, obviously, I've gotten rid of the Type R, but with Forza Horizon 6 coming around the corner, it has been said that we might be getting a Type R finally, FL5 Type R to be specific, into Gran Turismo 6, Forza Horizon 6, which would be pretty cool. I was so excited for the day that they added the Type R into it. Oh my goodness. This is not working. Y'all are taking way too much speed into that. But anyway, it's pretty cool that Forza Horizon is going to have it. Now, that'll also be in Japan, which I think is perfect. Since they're finally bringing the Type R, hopefully they'll have something special around it, which they tend to always. Now, as I've played iRacing and Gran Turismo, iRacing takes so long to actually load into a true race. I guess Gran Turismo does take a minute too, but not near as long. Not a bad thing, but it is part of the process, per se. But the realism that iRacing offers over Gran Turismo is just amazing, which is absolutely worth it. Now, love Gran Turismo. Great start. Really great start. And, well, that happened too. That wouldn't happen in a real race. But I've been told that, well, that wing came up. I've been told that iRacing is top tier, and yes, that is true. It is very true. And I'm starting to see how Gran Turismo is much alike to Forza, which is unfortunate. Because I have had a huge liking to Gran Turismo here. We're just racing in, I guess they're all the same performance points levels, but all completely different cars that don't really equate. Come on. We're on our last lap. Yeah. But anyway, I'll still try and keep the Gran Turismo content coming, just as much as it's not near as realistic as I would have thought before. There's some realism behind it, but not as much as iRacing. I mean, tires, tire temps, just everything that is included with it. Now that largely goes to, you pay a monthly fee for it and you pay for everything, but it's absolutely worth a little bit of investment. They can turn into a lot of investment. Anyways, that was episode 62 of racing every single track and every single car inside of Gran Turismo 7. As we continue, I do want to say thank y'all again for watching. I will see y'all on the next one.